I just heard about what happened last night. Crazy. Somebody tried to unalive Donald Trump. The White House was having a correspondents dinner, and apparently they started hearing this noise that sounded like a bunch of bangs, and they rushed Trump off the stage. And I woke up this morning, and I'm scrolling through what everybody's saying about it, and I'm just realizing that this world is so divided, man. And I hate to be that guy, but that's literally a sign of Jesus' return. I know I talk about it a lot, but Jesus is coming back so soon, it's not even funny, bro. Jesus said that in the last days, there would be a lot of division. And just look around, man. The world is so divided. It feels like every single day when I open up my phone, I see something that just reminds me, wow, this world is broken. This world is so crazy. It's dark. But you know what? The darker the world gets, the sooner Jesus' return is. Jesus gave a parable about a wedding and how the bridegroom arrived at midnight. And did you know midnight is the darkest time of the night? And he was referring to himself, his return. And I really feel like we're in the last second of the last days. And so no matter how crazy and chaotic this world gets, I'm here to comfort and convict you guys. You got to have both. The comfort is that if you're on Team Jesus, you're all good. You're going to be okay. I've read the last page of the book. I know how the story ends. We win. And to convict you, if you're not on Team Jesus, or if you've been halfway in and halfway out, it's time to get right with God, or you're going to get left. I'd rather you hate me on the way to heaven than love me on the way to hell. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. There is no other team to be on. There's nobody else to follow. And if it sounds like I'm being hateful, that's because the truth sounds like hate to those who hate the truth. It's not my truth. It's not your truth. It's not his truth. It's not her truth. It's one truth.
Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. So, Washington DC was thrown into chaos last night. Reports claim a second assassination attempt on Donald Trump during the White House Correspondents' dinner. The suspect, identified as called Thomas Allen, allegedly bypassed hotel security armed with multiple weapons before being stopped by the Secret Service. He did not survive, but the real storm is online. Reaction channels are buzzing with spiritual calls to prayer, astrological reading of the timing, and conspiracy theories suggesting the whole thing was tagged. Tonight, we cut through the noise to explore what happened, how people are interpreting it, and what they say about America's deep political divide. Let's watch the video I'm going to upload together and see people's reaction.
So this brewery in Wisconsin says they're going to offer people free beer if there was ever a successful assassination attempt on President Trump. Here's what they said. Well, we almost got free beer day. Either a brother or sister in the resistance needs to work on their marksmanship, or he faked another assassination to get a positive news cycle. We'll never know. Regardless, we stand at the ready to pour free beer the day it happens. This is not just about one post, it's about the environment we're in right now, where extreme statements are made, justified, excused, brushed off depending on who makes them. So if it had been successful, they would have cheered him on, but since it wasn't, it was staged. Oh, so Saturday night was staged by the Republicans somehow, but January 6th completely legit. Right. Oh, but imagine if the roles were reversed. No matter who you support or voted for, this should concern you. At the end of the day, disagreement is a part of politics. But dehumanization and normalization should not be. And if we can't even agree on that, then we're in bigger trouble than people want to.
Zionists are working overtime right now on social media trying to claim that this image of the man who allegedly attempted to assassinate US President Donald Trump is actually AI generated. So for funsies, I ran it through a couple of AI-generated image checkers. This one is from ZeroGPT, and as you can see, it indicates that the image is likely real. This is another report from Decoy AI, and by their estimate, they indicate that this image is likely 100% real.
If I could be brutally honest, I don't think this would be the last time that someone would try to.
What do you think about the shooting that happened this weekend?
I don't understand, why does this happen?
Once it happens so much and so little is done, it becomes numb.
It was awesome. I literally took every minute of it in.
Gotta love a hype man who likes to hype his own product.
Maybe I am a little desensitized, which is really sad to say.
I like Trump. I don't have a problem with Trump.
Well, Shakespeare did say all the world is a stage, so this is just a big, messy stage.
Why was J.D. Vance escorted first by the Secret Service instead of Donald Trump during the attack? No one has realized these three details suggest it may have been rehearsed in advance. Just yesterday, an attack occurred while Donald Trump was hosting the White House Correspondents Association dinner. However, netizens noticed that J.D. Vance was quickly escorted off the stage, while Trump was left unescorted for quite some time, sparking online discussion. First, according to Secret Service regulations, the president is the top security priority, followed by the vice president. But last night, the opposite happened. Vance was swiftly and quickly removed, while Trump remained seated for a long time before being taken away. This completely violated established security protocols, looking like a deliberate arrangement following a script. Second, when Trump was escorted pointed out, his bodyguards showed no signs of tension whatsoever. Furthermore, Trump's back was completely exposed, without any cover, lacking any security protection at all. He even fell to the ground during the evacuation. Finally, combining the abnormal evacuation order and perfunctory security measures, many unreasonable details corroborate each other, leading many to suspect that this sudden attack may have been entirely designed.
Was the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner staged? It's a huge conspiracy theory circulating around the internet right now, so let me walk you through the arguments for both sides before I give you my thoughts. Let's start the clock and make you smarter in 60. There are plenty of signs that point to this being legit. ABC News reports the suspected gunman Cole Allen sent a text to family just minutes before. He called himself a friendly federal assassin, saying he planned to target top-ranking officials. Plus, investigators found anti-Trump posts he put up online. His family also says the guns that he used, he hid them at his parents' house without their knowledge. He apparently took 2 trains to get from California to Washington, and he checked into the hotel as a guest just one day before the dinner. So looks like this was all premeditated. On the flip side, with the president and those top officials from the federal government all in one room, how did this man make it that far? In the exchange of gunfire with Secret Service, how was Allen not hit? And how ironic, Trump immediately used this incident as justification to continue construction on his White House ballroom, which has been blocked by a judge. And what a coincidence, this happened at the first White House Correspondents' Dinner Trump has attended as the sitting president. Maybe a sign that this was staged as an attempt to boost his approval ratings, currently hovering at historic lows during a crucial midterm election cycle. Here are my thoughts. I understand why people are quick to think that this was a setup. Sometimes that's a way to make sense of something that feels so hard to believe. But sometimes things are as they appear. At this point, the evidence supporting this being a real threat far outweighs any support for the idea of this conspiracy. And the fact that the suspect got that far might say more about security breakdowns than any secret coordinated plan. No matter what, there's a choice we are now faced with: to dismiss this moment and let division continue to infect our country, or use this moment to change the narrative. My shirt says unified, and that's no act.
We have a derangement problem in America right now, especially with the left. This guy, better known as Cole Allen, tried entering the White House Correspondents' Dinner last night with a shotgun, handgun, and a knife. He did enter. He tried breaching security to kill President Trump. One Secret Service agent was shot but survived because of his vest. There's literally new footage going around of the guy running through the lobby, getting shot at, and then arrested. And I find this crazy and irresponsible because he reportedly booked a hotel room the night before the event with a shotgun, handgun, and a knife. Aren't you guys supposed to be doing sweeps? What is the Secret Service doing? Look, this guy's obviously a radical. He deserves to go to jail. It's now being reported that he had a manifesto with names of Trump's officials as targets, and his social media accounts were loaded with anti-Trump and anti-Christian content. I mean, this guy's crazy. A lot of this could have been prevented. I don't understand why the Secret Service or our government, why didn't they do a sweep of the entire area like 2 to 3 times before the event? How did you guys not catch a man with deadly weapons in a hotel room? This could have been stopped so easily if you did your job. Do a sweep. The president and vice president will be there.
So, from the videos we have watched, what's striking is how divided the reactions are. On one side, people see a genuine threat and serious breach of security. On the other, many dismiss it as political theater. Social media amplifies this divide, turning speculation into trending narrative and fueling mistrust in institutions. The incident has become less about what actually happened and more about what people believe it means. Whether staged or real, the alleged attempt has reignited debates about trust, security, and even political image making. What's clear is that every perspective, whether it's spiritual, astrological, conspiratorial, or skeptical, reveals just how polarized our society has become. So, I'll leave it to you. Was this a genuine threat or just another act in America's politic theater? Share your thoughts below in the comment section because the conversation is far from over.